Hello creation, I hope you're well. I've just written this. It's called If Not for Thought. I think it might be a bit philosophical, this one. It's not long, it's not even half a page. If not for resilience, the bow would break. If not for precaution, then the risk would take. If not for the seeking, then naught be found. 'Tis only through choice that the mind be bound. If not for endurance, no race could be won. If not just for growth, what point of the sun? If not for fun, there would be no laughter. If not for belief, there could be no happily ever after. If not for demand, what use for the clock? If not for the threat, what use of the block? If not for diversity, then how one could measure? If not for illusion, what true worth be treasure? If not for trust, then what point the oath? If not for the stars, how find thee true north? If not for polarity, how learn thee of self? If not for the masking, much harder the stealth. If not for the yin, there could be no yang. If not for possibility, there would be no Big Bang. If not for thought, there be no manifestation. If not for thought, there be no creation. It's been said beforehand, everything's a thought first, before it became made manifest, as it were. Yeah, it's only a short one, is that one, that writing that come through. And I've been on the odd occasion, I listen to Alan Watts. You know, I love his voice. It's just got that tone, you know, it's comforting. It's knowledgeable, it's wisdom, it's philosophy, it's just fantastic. I mean, I love it. But, and I say but I don't mean this in a negative way. I'm not hooked on that. Do you know what I mean? It's like whatever resonates at that particular time. And sometimes it doesn't, but that's like anything else, isn't it? That's the diversity of life. That's choice. That's resonance with however we're vibrating in the moment. And we're always in the moment, but our vibrations can change, obviously, can't they? And you know, it's if we can regulate, it's taking control of our vibration, you know, then we can use that vibration, can't we, for what we create. So, but anyway, just mentioning about Alan Watts. I mean, I love the tone of his voice, and for me there's a few that are soothing, you know, that I like. I mean, I think it's really attractive when, when somebody is well spoken. They orate, and to me it's attractive. But don't get me wrong, I want, I'm not a Hooray Henry or anything like that. I didn't go to any public school or out like that. I grew up on a council-run estate that was on the outskirts of Wakefield and Leeds. Couldn't have got any closer. It had a Leeds telephone number, a Wakefield address. But there was an old friend who I got in touch with, and he said to me, and this is going back a number of years, he said, you're more Broad Yorkshire now, how you talk, than when you were up on estate. I said, well, it's just how it is, isn't it? It's just how I've, it's just how I am. I went and played football with a load of guys who worked down the pit, so and they're my mates, and they're still my mates to this day. I remember actually when my son's mum and myself, we actually went to some bed and breakfast somewhere. I can't remember where it was. It might have been Buxton, out that neck of woods. And I remember the lady who owned the property. And I remember she said, when I started talking to her, and I said, she's we're expecting his first child. And she went, oh, where are you from? She said it like that, And I just said, Wakefield. From Wakefield, in Yorkshire. Oh, you're not going to bring the baby up to speak like that, are you? I thought, you cheeky twat. Sorry for my language. At that time I did. Not now. It's quite funny actually. But the snobbery. We're all human beings. All of us. No exceptions. Whether you've got a silver spoon in your mouth and you thumb up your arse, or whether you're shoveling shit, we're all human beings. It makes no difference. Don't let the illusion of better than thee or better than thou, holier than thou, don't let that come in, because that's just absolutely not right. The thing is, and I know everybody plays the part, and it's I know everybody plays the part, but this is just a point that I'm making, is when we come into this world, we have those who wipe our asses for us. And should we live old enough, there will be those who, and long enough, there will be those who wipe our asses for us before we leave. We come into this world with nothing, and we go out of this world with nothing. Don't let the illusion of what's in between cloud your vision. Anyway, it's funny though, isn't it? I think it's funny. I think it's funny. It's wonderful. But that's the diversity of life. That's the diversity of life. I love the dialect, wherever it is. It's unique to locations, isn't it? To areas. And we're all unique, aren't we? In our own ways. Anyway, I just wanted to share that piece of writing with you, and I've ended up telling you this little story, but I've run out of time now, so I shall hopefully get one done tomorrow. Take care.